Now, all of you, please open your book, page 49. Good morning. Today, our lesson 8, is talking about divide decimal number by whole, or divide decimals by whole number. We have a decimal number now. We have to divide it into a whole number. Now, how do you divide decimals by whole numbers? Now, before we start our lesson, I will explain now the idea of dividing decimal numbers by whole number. Now, as an example, if you have 4.28, okay, and I want to divide it by 2. The first thing I want to know, in order, like how did we do in lesson 1, that we said we have to estimate in order to help me from which number should I start? Here we have the same. Just say, how can I estimate 4.28 into 4? Is it right? Just say it's 4. Yeah. Then divide by 2. It's 2. So, yeah, exactly. And here is 4. So that means I can, this 2, it can help me now to start my division. So now 2. Now, all of you, please focus with me. How can we do if we have a decimal point? We know how to add, how to multiply, how to subtract. Today now, we are going to know how we will divide the decimals. First step now, you have to divide 4 into 2. 4 divided by 2, we said it's 2. So then 2 times 2 is 4. Then 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, this is the first step. Then after that, after 4, what do we have here? What do we have here in grade 6? Decimal point. Good job. So that means if I start dividing and find a decimal point, I will put this decimal point up. Once I face this, once I found this decimal point, I must write it in the quotient. Then after that, after I wrote it up, I will bring this 2 down. 2 over 2, or 2 divided 1. Good job. 1 multiplied by 2, 2. Bravo. Then 2 minus 2, 0. 0. Then I will bring the 8 now. Remember, as we did in the long division for numbers, we have to do the same in the decimals. The same things. I bring 8 now. Then 8 over 2, 4. 4 times 2, 8. So here, the remainder then is 0. So the quotient of dividing 4.28 into 2 is 2.14. Did you understand it now? Oh, actually, did you get the idea? I will give you more examples. But did you get the idea how it will be? Okay. Sorry? Can you, sorry, what? Hear you? Yes, I can. Now, let's start now with this problem here. Dan opened a savings account at a bank to save for a new snowboard. He earned 3.48 interest on his saving account over a 3-month period. What was the average amount of interest earned per month? Now, every time when you see, like they give you like this number, excuse me, sorry, they give you like, I have earned this none over 3 months, and I asked you now about what is the amount per month. That means they asked me about how many dollars did he earn per 1 month? So that means I need to divide. I need to divide now the interest, which is 3.48, divide by 3. Then now, what we have to do? As I told you before, look at this number here, 3.48. In order to estimate, I'll remind you now, if you have this number, and if you have this number, you need now to estimate them. What you have to do, it's so easy. Underline the whole number. Okay? Then now, you have to know something. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we call them poor numbers. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we call them what? Rich number. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, like, if the previous, oh, if you look at number 3 here, okay, and if you look at the number before number 3, if it is a poor number, so it means it cannot give me anything. It's poor. It cannot raise me. So I will still 3. And look at the 7 here. The 3, then look the number before it, which is 7. Now, since 7 is a rich number, so it can raise me. It can give me something. So the 3 will be 4. This is here how to estimate the numbers. Did you understand that? How to estimate? Type. Okay, I will give you now something. Like if you have this one here, how you will estimate it? Yeah, how you estimate it? I want you to estimate 7. Yeah, underline 7. Okay. No, not like this. Estimation means like when you look at 2, if the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 only, it cannot give 7. But when it is greater than or equal 5, like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, it can. So 2 here is less than 5, so it cannot give. So it will still 7. That's it. Yeah. Now, let's go back now to our lesson. So now here, what do we have? We have an 3.48. Just I underline number 3. Now, what's the number before 3? 4. Can 4 give a 3? No, so it is still 3. Then so this will be 3. Then 3 divided by 3 is 1. This is the estimation. Why I estimate? In order to help me from which number shall I start. So start from number 1. And then now 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract it, 0. Then what do we have here after 3? We have the decimal point. Don't forget to write it up. Then next, after I wrote it, I will call 4 now. 4 divided by 3. So it's 1. 1 times 3 is 3. After I subtract it now, the answer is 1. Then now I will call the 8. I must finish all the numbers and in the dividend. Let's call 8 now. What do we have now? We have 18. 18 divided by 3. 6. Then 6 times 3, 18. So after that, I found that the remainder is 0. Now, did I finish? Yes, I finished. Calling all the number from the dividend, my remainder is 0. So that's mean dividing 3.48 over 3, the answer is 1.16. Is there any question? Okay. Now, what is the opposite of division? Multiplication. Thank you. No, multiplication. What does it mean? That's mean when I want to check my answer, and since the opposite of division is multiplication, so I will multiply the quotient, which was 1.16. Okay, I will multiply it by 3 in order to see if the product of my quotient by the divisor will be the dividend or no. So here I will repeat. We divided 3.48 over 3, and I get the answer 1.60. Okay, so now in order to check if I solve it correctly or not, I need to multiply 1.16 times 3 and check if I get this number or no. If I get it, so my solving is correct. If it is not, there is a problem. So now let's see. 3 times 6, 18. 3 times 1, 3 times 1, 3 plus 1, 4. 3 times, then put the decimal 4. Okay, then 3 times 1, 3. And then how many decimal places here we have? 2 places. So it will be here. So do we have the same dividend? Yes. So that's mean my answer is correct. This is the idea of the lesson. But now we're going to solve more examples. Maybe because you didn't remember the long division, but because now you remind it, we study it, we take an exam with it, so now it comes easy with you. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay. Now, did you finish writing? Okay. Now, example number 2. Now, 42.133 divided by 7. As we did, in order to know from which number should I start, you have to estimate. If you, in the exam, if I didn't ask you to estimate, you can start without estimation. So now here, just underline the 2. I want to estimate the whole number. So now you need to underline 42. Now, what is the number before 42? Or before 2, sorry. Is it 1? Is it right? It's 1. Grade 6, are you here? Okay, where are you? I asked you what is the number before 2? It is 1, and 1 cannot give 42. So that's mean it's still 42. Now, 42 divided by 7. Is what? 6. Thank you. So that's mean I want to start now my division with 6. So 42 divided by 7, 6. 6 times 7, 42. Now, I will write this one now here in a sheet in order to see you, or to let you see what I have to do step by step. Now, we have 42.133. Is that right? Yeah. Divide by 7. Now, we said before that 42 divide by 7 is 6. Then 6 times 7 is 42. I subtracted now. What did I get? I get 0. Now, after I finish the 42, what do we have here? Decimal point. So I must write it up. Then, after I put the decimal point, I will call 1. Now, can I divide 1 into 7? No. Since I cannot divide it, what can I do? Bravo. This one, it will work on decimal. Since I call a number from the dividend, and this number is not any number, this is a number from the dividend. So when I call him and I cannot divide it by 7, I will add 0 instead of. And after I added the 0, I call 3. Then now, 13 over 7. So it will be 1. Thank you. Then 1. Sorry. Then 1 times 7. 7. 13 minus 7. 6. After I call the 6. What I will call now? I will call the 3. Now 63 over 7. 9. Thank you. 9 times 7. 63. So now the remainder here is 0. So what is the quotient of dividing 42.133 over 7? 6.090. Thank you. Did you have any question? Yeah. So now, here let's rewrite the answer. And then, as we said, in order to check my answer, I need to multiply 7 by the quotient. 7 times 9 is 63. 7 times 1, 7 plus 6, 13. 7 times 0, 0 plus 1, 1. 7 times 6, 42. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 42.133. That is my dividend. Yeah, did you finish writing? Okay, I'm waiting you. Okay. Yeah, let's start now with number 1. Now, all of you, please, I want you now to open your book, page 50. Okay. Yeah, let's start with number 1. Estimate 24.186 by 6. Then find the quotient, check your answer. Who wants to start? يلا جنى. Okay. $24. Thank you. Then divide by 6. 24 divide by 6. 4. Okay, yeah, next. So we have to start 4 here. Yeah, then 4 times 6. 24. 0. No, first, what do you have to put? What do you have after 24? Bravo. Where should I put the decimal point? Up, thank you. Then, what you have to do next? What, the 1 down? Yellow, 1 over 6. Can you? So what we have to do? But before that, I told you this number, a 1, I call it from the dividend. And because it's from the dividend, we can say it's strong. So I have to put something instead of it in order to continue dividing. Or he will kill me. What should I put? Zero. Everything 0 will be the what do you have to say, like the problem solver is 0. Everything, if you didn't have to put, add 0 every time. 0 times 6, 0. Okay, then next, what you have to then put then? What do you have to put then? 8. You will call the 8 now. Yeah. Then now 18 over 6. 3. 3 times 6. 18. Then yes, you call it the 6. 6 over 6. 1. 1 times 6. 6. So the answer here is 4.30. 0.30. Did you get it now? Any question? Yeah, first let's multiply it now to check my answer. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 0, 6 plus 1, 1. 6 times 4, 24. Then count how many decimals. We have 3. So it will be here. That's it. It's correct. Yalla, Rodina. First, Rodina. Yalla, Rodina. Here, what do we have? So, yeah, just a minute. So here, what do we have? Wait, we have 17.15 over 7. Yeah, what do you have to do now? Did you, yeah, but did you remember now the compatible numbers? Like, think about a number that is the closest to 17 and can be divided by 7. What the number will be? Thank you. It's 14. Now, so Rodina says that for 17, which is closest to 14, can be divided by 7. So I can estimate it as 14 over 2, which is over 7, sorry, which is 2. So now that's mean, Rodina, you will start with number 2. 14. Three, not 2. Yeah. Then what do you have to do? What do you have next now? We'll put it up. Thank you. Then. Bravo. Yalla, then 31 over 7. What about 4? So 28 is closer. So that's mean you have to put 4. Yalla, 4 times 7. 28. What's the remainder? It will be 2, you mean. Yalla, then 11 minus 8. 3. Thank you. Then what you have to do next? Bring down 5. 35 over 7. Bravo, 5. 5 times 7. 35. So now what is my quotient here? It's 2.35. Thank you. Who says first? طب يلا ريماس then جوري. Okay, جوري خلاص. I will جوري or جنى صح؟ مين هو؟ جوري, is it right? We'll say yes, جوري. Okay. يلا okay, I will yes, ريماس. 18.42 divided by 6. First, so here, what? How do you estimate 18.42 into what? Sorry. I'm sorry. We are in number 3. I'm sorry. Yes. Miss, no, number 4. We didn't solve it yet. Yeah. Now, sorry, wait, excuse me, Rimas. Just a minute, please. Now, here, what do we have? We have this one divided by 4. Now, as you see here, if you want now to estimate it, how can you estimate 1 that's divided by 4? What is the best estimation? Yeah. But can you divide 1 over 4 without remainder? Can you divide 1 by 4 without remainder? If you want to estimate as 1, can you divide by 4 without remainder? Now 1.068. Okay, you want now to divide it by 4, and you need to estimate it first. When you estimate it, you say 1 over 4. But 1 over 4, it cannot be divided. But if you take 4, it's greater than 1. No, it will be, you will estimate it to 0 in order to start with 0. Now leave the estimation. Let's start now with the dividing. Now, all of you, please focus with us. What can we do if the whole number cannot be divided by the divisor? يلا يا ريماس. 1/4. We can't. So what you have to do, every time when I bring any number, you add 0. Thank you. So first you added 0. Then 0 times 4, 0. Then what you have to do next? 0 times 4 is 0. So the remainder is 1. Then what you have to do next? No. First, what do you have? Before that, what's the number? What is the things after 1? What is the thing after number 1? The decimal point. Where should we add the decimal point? Here. You mean? So now, since you start with 1 and 1 cannot be divided, when you have the decimal point, you should add the decimal point on the quotient. Then what you have to do next? Then 10/4. Bravo. 2 times 4 is 8. 2. أيوة. Then bravo. Thank you. Bravo. So here the answer is point. Thank you. And the first one, it was 2.45. Is it clear? Yeah. Now let's go to solve number 4. Did you finish writing first? Okay, I'm back. Okay. Now, shall I go to the next one? Okay. Yeah. Now, Julie. Or if we have a time, but I think no. We have only 4 minutes left. But tomorrow, remind me to answer. Okay? Yeah. Yes, Julie. 60.84 divided by 12. Right. Yeah, 12 times 3. 36. Sorry, 12 times 4. 8. 12 times 5. 6. It's 5, exactly. So then 5 times 2, or 5 times 12, 60. Yeah, then well, now what you have to do next? Thank you. We have to put the decimal point up. Then, okay, 8 down. Now, can I divide 8 by 12? By 12. That's by 2. Eight is less than 12. So can you? No. So what do you have to do now? Yes, we have to put 0 up. 0 times 12, 0. Then, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the 12 times 6. 12 times 7. 84. Thank you. So here, what do you have to put? 7. 7 times 12, 84. So what is the quotient here? It will be 5.07. Yes, that's it. Do you have any question? No problem, no problem. You can, by the way. You can do it. Do you have any question?